Thanks for spending part of your Tuesday with us here on Mid-Morning. It is a big decision whether to rent or buy a home.
Now, a new Bankrate study shows it is cheaper to rent than it is to buy in the 50 biggest metro areas in the United States. Anyone surprised to hear that?
Not
that it's
really.
cheaper to
I mean,
rent
you
than
think
buy?
about
Not at this point.
like just the cost of house prices have gone up. The mortgage rate. So
Yeah.
your monthly mortgage rate has really gone up.
Because
there too.
typically it's over 7% now. We're
Yeah.
talking, which
Yeah. But it costs, average nationwide, it costs 37% more to buy versus to rent. Now, this is just on a monthly basis. There's so many other decisions that obviously go into
that.
your decision between buying and renting, in terms of building long-term wealth, in terms of how long you're going to stay there. But if you're just comparing apples to apples, it's a significant amount.
Would you say that buying a home is still the American dream? Would you say that? Or has it, or do you think it's shifted? Because so many people are being priced out of being the ability to buy a home.
I don't know if it's the dream. I mean, I guess for younger folks, I don't know if they're necessarily dreaming of buying a home.
Yeah.
I know that's not necessarily my dream.
I just remember like coming up.
Thinking about myself.
I think about like coming up. You were told, oh, you need to have your home with the white picket fences and the 2 kids and the dog. You need to have all that. That's what the dream was.
Yeah, and I think of my parents and their generation. I know they were excited about like when I get to a certain age, like owning a home.
Yeah.
Like that was like we've reached a milestone. But I don't know, with the younger generations, that it's the same.
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility, and people like to remote work now. So maybe owning a home isn't ideal, but it's definitely something that I think maybe you still want to seek out for maybe long-term wealth.
So they actually looked at the different places where the gap was not a huge gap in like your Detroits, your Pittsburghs, your Philadelphias, but it was a huge gap in some of the cities in San Jose and San Francisco, Seattle, Salt Lake, so places where, anything out west where it's just very big. But this was nuts to me. The average monthly mortgage in San Francisco is $8,486 a month. You're talking about average.
I can't even.
Wow.
You're talking about average
wrap
in
my
San
head around
Francisco.
that.
The rent out there, $3,200 a month. Right?
That's just the
But
rent.
but that's like, think about that. So the difference is $5,000 a month. In Philly and Detroit, the differences are a lot smaller. It's a couple $100 there.
Right.
But think about how much longer it would take you to break even if you're in one of these cities with that big gap.
Now, of course, you're going to be making more money out there because the cost of living is so much higher out there. But that is astronomical. I mean, that gap. I mean, good luck.
That's a lot.
Right.
That's a lot.
I think that's why they're seeing people moving away from a lot of those places.
And to Joseph's point, talking about remote work, a lot more people are saying, you know what? Yeah, I'll work remotely. I'll phone into my meeting in San Francisco if it means that it's a cheaper way for me to live out here.
It comes with a lot of responsibilities.
It does.
Care of your home, taxes, everything put together.